Hi, I'm Alise Isbell, and my company is called Rightwise Communications. And we design and deliver corporate training for immediate impact on work. And I've been doing a series of videos about the concept of gaslighting. And we've been looking at examples and solutions to when you experience gaslighting or how to use alternatives that are more supportive and nurturing toward other people. And so far, we've been talking about what people say, and we've been gradually moving into more behaviors. And you can watch these videos in any order you want, no big deal. But gaslighting is essentially trying to change someone's reality. It's an attempt to alter their perception of what happened or their perception of who they are. And so today we're going to be talking about invading personal space. And so let's look at a few examples of that and some solutions for how to deal with them when they happen. So invading personal space is a really more overt kind of behavior. It is getting into somebody's reality. It's inserting oneself into somebody else's realm, for lack of a better word. In the US, personal space is arm's length, not only side to side, but also front to back. So if you put your arms out and you turn around in a circle, that's your personal space in the US culture. And so let's look at a few of these. Hugging without permission. Okay, great. A lot of people are huggers and they want to just come in for the hug. But what that does is invade your personal space. And a way to deal with that is you can extend your hand for a handshake and do that or a fist bump or whatever you're comfortable with. Another way a person can invade your personal space is by leaning over you. And if you're sitting, you can just simply stand up, and that can get your personal space back. Standing too close. What you can do in that case, those close talkers and things like that, is put one of your toes out and then step to the side, but leave the toe there on the ground. And that will buy you a little bit of arm's length between your head and their head. And most people will not cross the plane of that toe. And just keep it there and step to the side. Another thing people do, and they might say that they are just trying to be helpful, is adjust your hair, clothes, etc., without your permission. Reaching out and touching you anywhere is invading your personal space. And what you can simply do instead is just thank them and move away. But if you see something, like a piece of spinach or something in somebody's teeth, you could just simply whisper to them, let them know that that's there, and let them take care of it for themselves. And then lastly, this is probably the most serious one, which is looking through your desk or personal items without permission. You can confront them. That's an option. You can also find a way to secure your belongings. Get a little bitty lock and put a lock on that. And then, the only person who can get into it is you. Another thing you can do, it's a little more severe, is to take pictures of your personal items, or just get a nanny cam of some kind, a hidden camera around your desk area. I used to work in a really public learning and development department. We all had cubicles. None of us had really any privacy. And so, people sometimes would go to other people's desks and rummage through to, get a thing of tape or a pen or a pencil. But that's really rude, and it is invading personal space. All right, so let's stop sharing there. So those are just a few examples of invading personal space. We could also talk about handshakes handshakes are arm's length in the US. And if they are typically right hand to right hand, unless there's some kind of an issue with the person's physicality. And if a person touches you with their left hand on your hand, on your forearm, elbow, shoulder, brings you in for a hug, moves your hand like this so that you're closer, that's another invasion of personal space. And so we want to be really careful about that. If a person is doing that, in the US, that's considered kind of a dominating move, and the other person's physically trying to dominate. And I would shake hands and let go as soon as possible. If they grip too tight, that's another signal of maybe insecurity, maybe a domination tactic. And I would just start paying attention to how other ways that person behaves. All right. Well, so that's a little bit about another level of gaslighting, which is invading personal space. If you need training on writing, speaking, and interpersonal skills, that is what Wise Communication does. And we offer written, spoken, and interpersonal skills courses. So contact me if you need some support in that area. Otherwise, until next time, good luck to you, and we'll see you in the next video.